getting started fast in business is going to be key to your success. I know that just from my own experience, and I know that just from the experiences that I have seen out in the world, especially as it relates to network marketing. You want to capture as much market as you possibly can out the gate. And if you look back in history, just in traditional business, you can look at Coca-Cola capturing such a big market. They dominate the soda market, and yet, quite frankly, I don't drink soda, but I know that Coke, when I did way back as a kid, wasn't my favorite. I actually preferred Pepsi. But that's always been kind of the second banana. So it really is capture the market. Now, I'm going to share with the listeners today, Tatiana, how to get your business started fast, but getting your business started right. And that begins as soon as you choose your package. You see, the thing in network marketing that I really personally don't agree on, but I know that I would be swimming against the tide in this belief, but that is we give people too many choices. We basically give everybody 3 to 4 choices of the different packages that they want to start with in their Activz business, in the network marketing in general, just from the history that I have with other companies. You always get you always get 3 to 4 different choices. And unfortunately, if you're not trained properly or coached properly, you may choose the wrong package. And what is that wrong package? It's generally the smaller of the packages. And for whatever reason, people will look at that and they'll think, well, I'll just get started here, and then at the least amount, and then if it doesn't work, then that's okay. I'm only out a couple $100 or $150 or $100 or whatever that number is. And what that already does is that already hinders that person's growth, because they're already starting with the mentality of scarcity and that it may not work. So they already have a couple of strikes working against them. When you start a business, you want to start at the highest possible package that you can possibly afford or to invest in. And I'll share this with you. I was doing some research today, Tatiana, on different franchise opportunities, just big traditional storefront type of franchise opportunities, like a McDonald's or a Seattle's Best Coffee, hamburger places. I mean, I was looking all over the place just to kind of get a feel for what's out there. And you know what I found that was very interesting? In order to participate and to become a franchisee of some of these larger franchises, not only does it cost you a significant amount of investment, but they give you one choice. They don't say, hey, you can come in at $1 million, or you can come in at $500,000, or you can come in at $100,000, or you know what? For $50, we're going to give you our marketing materials, and you can get started there. They don't do that. They get you started right out the gate at the right price point. Now, I'm going to use Activz compensation plan as an example to support what I just shared with you. We get 3 different choices of joining Activz. Actually, there's a 4th choice, and that choice is $50, and that's just for marketing materials. You're never going to get anywhere with just buying marketing materials. It's like opening up a shoe store and not even having a shoelace to sell. But you know how to market them. Not going to work. So you have 3 different choices in which you want to pick with Activz. You have $190, you have $290, and then you have $540. Now, let's start off at the right package. The right package is the $540. Why? Well, for one, as a leader, you want to show anybody else that you're talking to that's getting into the business where you started, because they're going to ask, hey, what package did you choose? And if you say, well, I came in at the $190 package, well, guess what? They're going to do the same thing. They're going to follow your lead, and you are now doing a misjustice to your team. And here's why I say that. Let's start off at $540. Let's say you said, look, this is well worth $540. I believe in myself. I know I can earn that money back in a relatively short amount of time. It's only $540. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Well, that $540 gives you 500 points of personal volume. Now PV is important because it's going to help you move up the ranks of the compensation plan in Activz. Now, I'm not going to get into all 9 different ways that you're going to get paid. I am just going to talk about some bonus levels that you can achieve and where you should ultimately always look to achieve in our comp plan. Now, at $500 PV, to get your first bonus, which we call A2, you would only need 2 business partners, and now you would have earned $100 in credit towards product. Just 2 people first month, you and 1 other person, and you've already achieved your first bonus. Now, to get that 1 person might take a little work. It's not simple. I mean, it's not easy. It's a simple business. And so you're now going to share with that person what you're doing, and they're going to go, great, I'm on board, boom, with your personal volume, their personal volume adding together, you have now hit your very first bonus. You now get 100 points in credit towards product. Awesome. Now, let's just say you thought to yourself, well, there's 3 choices. I'm just going to go for the middle choice. It is always a natural tendency for humans, for whatever reason, to go for that middle choice. I'll give you guys a restaurant example. When I used to be a wine buyer at a restaurant, when I sold wines by the glass, I always had a cheap glass, I had a middle price glass, and I had a high-end glass of Cabernet. That middle Cabernet wasn't necessarily the best of the wines, but it was the one that I made the most profit on because I bought it so cheaply, but because it was in the middle, I sold the most of it. Humans don't want to go for the cheapest. They're not going to go for the expensive, so they go right for the middle. Well, that would be a disservice for you guys if you chose that package with Activz, and here's why. That $290 investment that you're investing in yourself will provide you with 250 points of personal volume. Now, to get to that same first bonus of A2, you would need 4 partners, including yourself, to achieve the same rank that you achieved with just 2 people. And now it even gets worse. At the $190 level, which gives you 150 PV, you would need 6+ people to achieve the same level that you would only need with 2 people doing the same amount of work if you came in at the right package to achieve that $100 in credit towards product. So already the math shows the proper way to get involved is to get the best package. Now, move it down. A4, that's a $250 bonus that you'll achieve. At A4, you will need 10 business partners total. 10, just 10. You and 9 others coming in at the $540 package, which of course gives you the 500 in personal volume. You need to double that if you came in at the 290 with the 250 PV, and then you need to triple that, over triple that at the 190. You would need 33 people, which is the same amount of work that it took you to get those 10 people to achieve that. Now, at the very beginning in some of our earlier calls and on our corporate calls, we've always talked about hitting the rank of A10. A10 is kind of like that line that defines success, leadership. It kicks in some of the bonuses. It kicks in a lot of the bonuses, but it also kicks in an incentive trip that Tatiana will cover at the end of my little training session today. A10, you will need 50,000 in volume, 50,000 in volume to achieve A10. At the correct package at coming in at $540 with that 500 in PV, you would need 100 total people. That is simply 10 people getting 10 people. That's your A4 10 people getting 10 people each, and now you have hit the rank of A10. Coming at the middle package, 290, 250 in personal volume, you would need, same amount of work to get that 100, you would need 200 people to achieve that same rank. Remember what I said at the very beginning of this training. People are going to follow what you did. You cannot ask somebody to do something that you did not do. If you came in at $290, you can't ask them to come in at $540. Now, let's go down to the very bottom part of this compensation plan and how to get started. That's $190. It's $150 in PV. To get to the rank of A10, you would need, get this, with the same amount of work that it took for you to get the 100 people, you would need 264 people that came in at the same level that you did to achieve the rank of A10. So let me ask you this. Do you think it's going to be easier to get 100, to get 200, or to get 264 people? The easy math says the 100. It's so much easier to show 10 how to get 10. But it gets trickier when you have to show 10 to get 20 and then show those 20 how to get 30. I mean, the numbers are there. And so the training today was very simple. Get started on the right package. The right package simply is the $540 package. It is only going to help your business grow faster and more robust than if you came in at the lower priced packages. It is, the experience is there, the math is there. And I'll share this one last thing for you, and I'll toss the call back to Tatiana, and that is this. When I was mentored by a gentleman, and his name is Richard, who had earned over $40 million in network marketing, he taught me this. He sat me down and he said, look, these are the choices. This is why you want this choice. The middle secondary choice is an okay choice if that's the only amount of money somebody has. But generally I tell them, look, just buy product and build your belief. But if they came in at the lower price package, he looked at me and he says, Tony, I don't work with them. Because if they don't see value in what they're doing, then I can't see value in helping them grow. So guys, Activz is in soft launch right now, as Tatiana pointed out to you. There are different ways to get started. There are 3 different ways, which I wish we just had one way. Look, $500, invest in yourself, unless, of course, you don't think you're worth it.